Are we good?
Yep.
Hello, LCA family. We are here with the Pearl Tribe at Trouble number 9. They have lost the puzzle relay tonight. I'll hand it over to Carly.
Thank you. Thank you. I am going to start things off with Aaron this evening because Aaron, obviously, directly after a challenge loss, you were passed an idol publicly in the main chat by Freddie on the opposing tribe. So I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this, whether you think you absolutely needed it, whether you think it puts a target on you. Just give me your thoughts on the whole situation in general.
Uh, Target possibly, but do I feel good about having the idol? Of course. I don't think anyone shied away, but about thinking that after tonight's tribal, that is going to be merge. So just having that kind of safety in my pocket is really, really nice to have. But of course, anytime you have an idol, it's going to put a target on your back, especially if one's passed to you. So it's something to keep in mind. But right now, I'm just really happy that I have it. And if we do merge tonight, then it is something that I am, yeah, glad to have it.
Good point, Aaron. Well, you mentioned it. With people thinking that a merge is coming this evening, do you think that's going to be a huge factor in people's votes tonight, like what they want moving forward if the merge is the next step?
100%, yes. That's how a lot of my talks have gone tonight.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Aaron. I'm going to move over to Andy now. Andy, kind of on the opposite side of things, you saw someone on your tribe receive an idol publicly, and it's not only someone just on your tribe, it's also someone who began on the opposing tribe who was passed it from someone on the opposing tribe. So kind of give me your thoughts on the situation and what it meant for tonight, if it affected tonight, just your thoughts on the whole thing.
Well, firstly, I congratulated Aaron on getting a little idol. I think we all would love to have a little benefactor across the way send us stuff. So maybe like Freddie hit me up next time. Like maybe that would be sweet. But I mean, of course of course we all talked about it. I think even it was mentioned in the confessional questions, like people were talking about OG tribe numbers, and on both tribes somebody on the minority from the original numbers went home. And so knowing that if that status quo continues and knowing that there is now an idol that we know of, with Aaron, it definitely did impact how people approach tonight, of course.
And same question that I asked Aaron as well, was merge the buzzword for your conversations tonight too? Did you find that people were discussing that's the next step, not a swap or anything like that? Just it's going to be the merge next.
I think so. Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, thank you, Andy. I'm going to go over to Amber now. As Andy just mentioned, we saw an original fan, excuse me, go on a predominantly fave tribe with the Amethyst tribe. And then with roles reversed, we saw Molly go over here. So is it safest to assume that it is either you or Aaron this evening that will be going? Or do you think that this tribe has had enough time that the lines are kind of blurred over here?
Um, it's a little kind of hard to tell. They could be a little blurred, but also it's just me and Aaron from our OG tribe. So anything's possible, to be honest. Sorry, it's really loud. I'm outside.
No, you're good. We can hear you perfectly.
Yeah, definitely anything's possible. I mean, who wouldn't be scared of going home when it's just two people against the rest? You know what I mean?
Fair enough. Well, another question for you, Amber. Are you expecting to see another union vote where it's the majority of the tribe against one person and the other person is voting on their own? Or are you expecting it to be more divided this evening?
I honestly don't really know. I don't know. I've been trying to talk as much as I possibly can, but it could go half and half. It could go fully the other way. We don't know yet.
Fair enough. Well, thank you, Amber. I'm going to go over to who will I pick on next? Coach, I'm going to go over to you now. Or I guess I should mention first, we've now had 7 missions total. In your mind, do you believe that they will change up as we potentially move into the merge? Or do you believe that potentially the powers that people have acquired from the missions are getting stronger as the game progresses? Has that even been a thought in your mind?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
You can hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right. I think that I mean I obviously I feel like the missions may continue in a different type of format, but I also believe that the bulk of the advantages that have happened pre-merge are going to be where most of the advantages are. I think there'll be more pre-merge advantages than post-merge advantages. And by my count, there's at least three out there. We know where one is right now. So there's at least two more out there. And I mean that's scary for whoever survives tonight. If they do merge, if they don't merge, I would expect that everyone that's left in the game should be worried not only about those advantages that are there, but just in case y'all decide to throw something else at them, moving forward. Um, I think that answered your question.
No, it did 100%. With that being
Okay,
said, and
putting my
knowing that
headphones in so I can hear you.
knowing that there is an idol sitting on your tribe now, do you expect to see anything else played this evening? Is there a heightened sense of worry that someone feels like they need to play something themselves now too?
You have to repeat that. I put my headphones in.
You're good. Do you think that now knowing there's an idol on your tribe, 100% it's aware that it's there. Do you think that someone feels that they may need to play something? Is there a heightened sense of worry that something else could be played on this tribe now tonight?
I mean, because most people have kind of said, hey, we think we're going to merge tonight. I wouldn't be shocked if someone else had something that they were playing. Like I mentioned yesterday, I flopped in the mission challenge. Well, I don't have anything. I also know there is a large possibility that I could catch both tonight, and I wish I had something. I don't. But I do feel like if someone has something tonight that they should, because you don't know what's going to happen yet. And as far as the idol being played, if I were Aaron, I would play it just because. But like also, if she feels confident that the vote's going to go where she thinks it's going to go, don't play it. I'm not going to sit here and try to tell people what they should and shouldn't do, because everything that you say here, people will sit and pick apart and say, oh, well, he said this, which means this, and she didn't do this, which means this. So I'm just saying, hey, everyone has options of what they can and can't do, and I want to make sure I name both so that people don't label me as whatever. Since I've been labeled a lot in this game, and I'm hoping after tonight it'll change, whether because I go or because other things happen.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach. I appreciate the honesty with that answer. Trisha, I'm going to go over to you next. With the discussion of the idol, with the challenge that just happened, with the discussions of emerge looming, what was the scramble period like between challenge to tribal for this tribe? Was it crazy? Was it quieter? Were people honest? Were people lying more, in your opinion? Give me your thoughts on it.
It was pretty conversational, I would say. There were a lot of talks going on, just kind of talking about what the game was going to look like moving forward. What kind of was going to be the move. I don't know. I think, we were just on a tribal last night. We all know how that went. I don't think anybody really felt good after that one. I know I didn't. I was talking about that a lot today. And just no one wants to go to tribal again, back to back, especially. So, nobody expected to be in this position again so soon, especially, because we just got done making a hard decision. So, we just had a lot of hard talks, a lot of conversations about what we kind of had to decide, and kind of strategized kind of what we could do, especially, with that idol popping up. Kind of changes some things. So, have to make some conversations, and, with that merge word coming around, it definitely, that hovering thing, just kind of have to discuss how that's going to look too. So just lots of things to talk about.
Do you think, Trisha, with the merge looming, do you think people will be more inclined to play by OG tribe lines with this cast, or do you think it's bled at this point? Do you think people have actually kind of merged together, so to speak, before the merge or before another swap? Like, have people actually said, screw fans versus faves, let's play Pearl versus Amethyst, or a mix of both? Like, is it a mix of both at this point, or is it those hard lines in your mind?
I was just talking about this a little bit ago. I don't know if the lines really exist anymore just because we don't know what's going on in Amethyst. We can be playing really hard in Pearl with the lines being really crisp, and then the merge is going to happen, and there are no fans versus faves anymore, and it's not going to matter the way we think it is. So we have to keep that in mind. So it's a really finicky game to kind of play, to think that fans versus faves is going to be so important, and then the merge does occur and it doesn't matter at all. So it might be more important than we think it is, or it might be way less important than we think it is, where there's still lines are very clear still, but whether or not it's going to keep lasting that way is neither here nor there.
I love that answer. Thank you, Trisha. I'm going to go over to David next. David, in your mind, sitting as someone with a numbers advantage, if you look at it like fans versus faves right now, is it always best to play by OG tribe lines? Is it best to kind of take that numbers advantage if there's a looming merge in the future in your minds? Or do you think it's better to blur those lines and make allies on both sides with a merge coming in your mind?
Um, I've always been one to sort of like play it safe. If I am in the majority, then I'm going to vote the majority. I think if the opportunity presents itself and it's a good enough like chance to sort of flip over and I feel secure enough too, then I would. However, like I feel like it sorry, I can't think right now. So yeah, I think overall, like at least for me, I just feel better just going with what was originally like. If we have the numbers, then let's go with the numbers. But if not, then if you feel as if you're going to be safer swapping to the other side, then that's your game.
Fair enough. Well, with that said, David, did you hear multiple names thrown out before this tribal? Did you hear a name before this tribal? Do you think it's going to be very split between multiple names? Give me your thoughts on that.
Um. mm, I'm so sorry.
You're good. We love
I
a
don't know if I would
giggle.
like drop this. I'm well aware that it's me. I am well aware that it's me. It's the same game that was played with Molly yesterday. Um, I have heard like kind of next to nothing, except for like casual conversation. So like if it's me today, then it just so happens to be me. But if not, then like I'm more than happy to work with just about I'm more than happy to work with just about anybody. I like everybody on my tribe. Everybody's really cool and chill. But if I just so happen to be the one to go home tonight, then like that's gonna be it.
Awesome. Well, thank you for the honesty, David. I appreciate it. And as always, I
Yeah.
love the giggle because it just makes me laugh every time. It's the best giggle. All right, Evan, last but certainly not least, I'm curious, how confident are you that the plan you're following or the vote you're going to cast tonight is going to go through? How confident are you in your plans that you're going with this evening?
I mean, I feel pretty confident, but um, I don't know. I never try to be like so confident that it's like the only thing that could happen. I always expect the worst, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's gonna go the way I'm expecting, but um, I never am gonna, expect something crazy to not happen.
That's fair. So is the merge the main factor behind your vote tonight, or the thought of the merge? Is that your main factor tonight, or do you have other things that kind of outweigh that in your mind?
I don't know. I honestly haven't been thinking too much about the merge as of today. It hit me like before the vote that, the potential to merge is really so close. Um, I feel like this vote has just kind of been more clear as I've like had conversations with people, even though like, I like everybody here, so it just feels like it's going to be hard regardless, but I'm just trying to, do what I think is going to bring us forward in the best way. I don't know. I'm all over the place.
No, that was an excellent answer. Thank you, Evan, and thank you, everyone else. I asked you all multiple questions tonight, so you guys dealt with me very well. As always, if anyone has anything else that they would like to say before we get to the vote or any pre-vote advantages to play, now is your time to do so. Two, one. Dylan, floor is yours.
Okay, everyone go vote. If you've already voted, just bump it up for me. Okay, I am back for the votes. If anybody has any post-vote advantages or hidden immunity idols and you would like to play them, now would be the time to do so.
Hey, I think to
Hi,
no one's
Aaron.
surprise, I'm gonna go ahead and play the idol that was passed to me.
Okay, you can send it to your chat, your drop chat.
I also want to say thank you, Fred, because this is the first idol I've ever played.
I can confirm that this is the Sapphire Tribe idol. Any votes cast against Aaron will not count. Anyone else? Okay, I'll read the votes. First vote, David. It's one vote, David. Second vote, Amber. That's one vote, Amber, one vote, David. Third vote, David. Two votes, David. Fourth vote, David. That's three for David, one Amber. And the fourth vote and the next person voted out of Survivor LCA Season 6 is David. David, you have a few moments to say your goodbyes. You're muted if you.
Wait a minute. Okay, damn. I fucking figured. I fucking figured. Oh well. I'm not gonna be fucking sour about it. It's kind of whatever. I enjoyed my time here. This is my first ever org that I've ever played. I would have fucking liked to go home around like the time where they were doing fucking juries, so that would have been nice. Um, I'm kidding, but also I'm not. Kind of fuck y'all. But again, this was fun. Thank you for the fun times. I enjoyed it. I do hope that it was at least entertaining for enough for everybody.
Yes.
I do hope you guys enjoyed the rest of the game, I guess. That's it.
David, the tribe has spoken. Thank you so much for choosing this as your first game. It meant so much for you to play. I loved you. You were so entertaining. I'm sure Carly has so much more to say.
Oh, David. Well, first and foremost, on behalf of Austin, who could not be here this evening, we all love you. We are so thankful that we got to witness you play your very first org, especially when you first came in being like, what the hell is this? What am I doing here? You flourished. You did so damn well. And I hope you continue to play these and find more little pockets in this community to check out because it's worth it. You are a phenomenal player. You're fucking hilarious. Your lives have been the funniest, most joyous things I have watched. I'm going to post them all at the end of the season just so everyone can watch them and just get such a bit of joy from it because you telling me I'm going to swallow this fucking ping pong ball if I give you one more cup and ball challenge was like the highlight of this game so far for me. So that was it. Thank you so much, David. We adore you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
This was fun, everybody. I really enjoyed myself. I guess I will see myself out. Bye.
All right, folks. Well, congratulations on making it through another tribal council. That is it. That's all for you this evening. We will be in the announcements chat momentarily to hand out your over the weekend submission challenge as per usual. It'll be due on Monday at 7 p.m. But that's all we got for you this evening. So good night, I keep wanting to say good night, Facebook. We're not even on